crushing it on Wednesdays. Do you hear me? Shut up, Nika. Let's go. Men's over up. It ain't different. Listen, it's women crushing it Wednesdays. OGs hooking up in the kitchen. Call it being range. Nike's opinions leave you kids days. Men's O's are unforgettable fighter. With a fist raised, we talking offensive defense. Cause if you get knocked out, it's all in the pretense. We put lights out like D10s. Christine, so pristine, you gotta respect the Queen's gift. Just sit back and enjoy the views. Opinions are plentiful, but it's for y'all to choose. Women crushing it Wednesdays. Let's get into it. It hit different.
Everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays. That intro by Kane Beastie. Look, it always hits right every Wednesday night. No, he did the dang thing. And then our thumbnail by Arthur de Teres. She's so creative. Way before she was using, AI and everything else. She, did her little thing. So shout out to her too. And I'm so happy to have my girl here, Nika. She's been working. So she hadn't been able to be on in a while. So I'm so glad to see her beautiful face. Yes, and Crystal's working tonight. And so, you were just taking turns. But we're all three going to be on soon. That's for sure. But before we get started, I just wanted to say, rest in peace to young Arturo Gatti, who lost his life yesterday. That is just so tragic and
17,
so sad.
17 years old?
17 years old. 17 years old. God bless him, man, his soul and his family. It's like we're hearing rumors that he took his own life. And I just want to say that, if anyone's struggling, please reach out to somebody. Everything is moment by moment. Life gets tough, but the only thing that can't be fixed is death. Everything else has a solution. So that's just painful.
Man, I didn't even hear the details of it, but
yeah, well, and he also, he died in the same manner of his father, which is just, Lord have mercy. But God bless him and his family, that's for sure. We have a lot going on in boxing. I know that Roach and Pitbull had their press conference. A lot of people are like, Team Roach, Team Pitbull. Roach went up a weight class. He's daring to be great, so respect to him. I didn't get to see the press conference because I was just busy today, but I heard it was really good. It was low key. What are your thoughts on that fight?
This is gonna be a nice little scrap. I need to go back and watch the press conference though, because I don't know if Pitbull does he speak English a lot? Because I don't know if he would have been talking shit or not.
Yeah. See, I need to go back and watch it too, because I haven't known him to speak too much English.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm sure he had the interpreter, but it's like interpreters never just really put out.
They never get it.
They don't
verbatim. They never get it verbatim.
No.
So it takes away from the shit talking when they're talking
in
Spanish and talking shit. They never translate it to like the full capacity to hit the way they would.
Yeah, you just like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of glazed over, so and sometimes you can't translate it,
Yeah. No, but I do like this fight. So when is it gonna be, in December or November?
Yes. Hold on.
I don't know the date, but
yeah, I don't either. Anybody in the chat, please help us out, because I don't have the dates in front of me. But I think it's November though. But I know it's coming up. And again, like I personally picked Roach to beat Tank, I'm gonna pick Roach, even though he's coming up, to beat Pitbull. I am. I don't know. Do you have a dog in the fight? Do you pick one or the other?
I don't really have a dog in the fight, to be honest. I just be wanting good fights. I really just be wanting good fights.
Yeah,
and I think we're gonna get one. So,
I think so.
But I think for like the rematch between Tank and Roach, it would be nice if Roach won this fight.
Yeah.
So.
No, it would. And I think it's high time that Roach gets his due like diligence. Like people really see him and know him as a great fighter because he is. And his dad, I was talking to somebody else December 6th on Prime. Thank you so much, Yogi. Red Corner Boxing, shout out to you.
So much. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. His dad is like so underrated and he is a great coach. He is really like put out some great boxers from the amateurs to the pros. And I think he needs to be up there with the big dogs. But we're gonna see. I think this fight will solidify, who they both are. I really do.
But Lamont had this little promo video where he did like this he did like a menu of fighters. It was so like I don't know who his like PR
Right.
social media person is and like creative director or whatever, but I thought that was very creative. He had like they were sitting at a dinner table and they brought in the menu and it had all these fighters like
I didn't see it.
He had Shakur on there on the menu. He had Russell on there.
Okay.
I thought that was very clever. So
No, that is clever.
Yeah.
I love it. And we've been blessed enough to have him on the show in the past, and people would think he was like really quiet and stuff, but he's a
shit talker. Oh no. Him and his brother, the little brother, they're both Jordan. Oh no, they're both shit talkers for sure.
and I love it because we want that. We need that. It gets us excited about these fights.
That's what gets us going. So I love the shit talking.
Mm-hmm. Yogi said Pitbull versus Roach is much anticipated here. This is going to make them much more interesting to casuals. Yes, exactly. To be able to showcase their skills. It's true because a lot of people like Roach right now is not a household name. I mean, Pitbull might be a little bit more known, to people that aren't like purist boxing heads. But this is gonna really solidify him if everything goes well, which I think it will. I think it will. Pitbull knows one gear going forward, throwing overhands. Base the kid, what's up?
Well, Roach, he's been doing a lot of like streaming and stuff. So I think he's like
trying to get out there more.
Yeah, so he definitely does like the streaming stuff on Twitch and stuff like that, and that always builds you a big fan base on there.
I have Twitch, and I mean we stream this on there. I just don't know how to use it. Like I'm old school. I don't know.
I'll be on there like that, so
yeah, I don't either. I need to get with the program, but I'm okay with like X. That was like woo, TikTok, woo. Yeah, and I'm doing good in my mind. But yeah, I'm super super excited about that fight. And then there's talks about Rolly and Manny Pacquiao. What are your thoughts on that?
That's I don't know. I just know these two are very religious people now. And
right.
I don't know if we're gonna get a lot of shit talking. I don't know if we're gonna get a lot of shit talking because I see Rolly is like
with you, brother. Yeah,
he's very like zen and being very spiritual, and which is nothing wrong with that. But I just feel like
a good point,
now we're not gonna get the shit talking that I love, So I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good point, And so I personally have had boxers that were freaking dog killers. Okay, this is just my experience. And then, which is great, they find the Lord, they go to a church, and then the pastor or whatever, like, you know what, God doesn't really like violence, he doesn't like this and that, and then they fall away or they don't produce as much. And my thing is this is what I tell them. God is the biggest boxing fan that there is. You know what I'm saying? There's all flavors for everything, all different interests. God knew we were going to love boxing, basketball, football, whatever. He created it all. But so it's very curious to see like how it's going to be, the shit talking, that's for sure. Oh, do we have somebody joining us now?
Yes, we have Naomi right here.
Hello.
Naomi.
Hi.
How are you?
How are
How you
you?
doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm
Good,
doing
good,
good.
good. So. We were just talking about how you were on the show before. But for the audience who's never seen you before or doesn't know who you are because they live under a rock or they just don't pay attention to boxing like they do, please tell everybody who you are.
uh, Naomi Graham.
Mhm.
I compete at 165 pounds for amateur boxing, and I am a 2020 Olympian.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Absolutely, absolutely. And you forgot something else that's on your resume now.
Oh, are you referring to the movie that's coming
Yes.
out?
Am I referring to
Yes.
the actress?
You're an actress now. Yes, absolutely.
Well, you know I'm
Yes.
humble, but yes, just recently was a part of the new movie that's coming out about Christy Martin, and that was very exciting for me. Very different. Very different. Yeah.
Yes. I am her manager. For those that
Oh
don't
my
know, I
God.
got her the part. I had to work out some deals, but
Oh,
we got it done. We got it done.
right, right, right.
So when is this movie coming out? And let's talk about like boxing life and how it is the same or different from you being an actress.
Um, well, it's coming out November 7th. And I wouldn't say it's changed much as far as my boxing. I do hope to get more roles so I can go more towards the actress side, after my career's over. But yeah, so I'm hoping that this opens doors to more roles.
So you had a good experience then, because if you wanted still to continue to do this, then you obviously had a good experience with this acting.
Yes, so it was a very different experience. I got spoiled, is one thing I would say.
Okay.
Oh,
When it was I was with them for about 10 days, and when it was time to come back home, I was like, man, I'm not trying to go back. Like, the life
right.
is just so different. But I have a new respect for actors and actresses because I saw the hours that they put in just to do one scene,
One scene.
and then to get back up early in the morning to start all over again. And I was just there for 10 days. They were doing it for months before I got there. So,
Mm.
yeah.
So don't worry about it. Just have them call me. I will talk to my
Oh
people.
my,
I got you. You want
of
some more
course.
acting roles? I got you.
Of
But
course.
I wanted to ask. So let everybody know who you play in this movie because you are a significant piece of this movie.
So I played Layla Ali, which I was very honored to do
Yeah.
because that's also, someone that I look up to, as well as Christy Martin. They were both pioneers
Mm-hmm.
for the sport. So to be playing her part, I was like, I have to get this right. I have to get her right.
Yeah.
So I actually studied her, the parts that they had me doing. I studied it a lot so I could make sure I got it down because I want her to see it and I want her to be, happy with how I, played her. So yeah.
What did you do to prepare for the role? Like, were you like looked up a lot of like interviews that she did, or like what? How did you prepare for that?
For one, we do a very so basically the fight between her and Christy Martin was a really, really big fight. So that is
Mm-hmm.
something that I did watch over and over again because I knew that I would be doing parts out of that as well. So that's something that I wanted to get, move like her. And when she spoke, leading up to the fight with Christy Martin, I wanted to nail that also. So I did that, but I didn't have much experience. So I was just like, I'm not sure how to prepare. So that
Yeah.
was more so what I did. I just looked at stuff like that, like the videos and stuff like that.
I
Were
got a
you
coach.
nervous on your first day? Oh my god! Because you
Huh?
said just you never acted before, so like, were you like super nervous on the first day?
To be honestly, surprisingly, no. I thought I would be more nervous, but I think in boxing we always have cameras in our face. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think doing so many
Oh,
Oh, did we lose her?
she probably got a call. Yeah, a call. I
Ah,
think it's
she
a
didn't.
biopic. Yogi, it is. It's a bio like.
Yeah, I was
A
wondering.
Christy Martin.
I actually definitely wanted to ask her about that because I want to know like how the fight scenes went.
I know. Like, did
You
they
know,
really?
I'm
Are
so
they really
curious
punching
about that.
it? She'll be back. She probably had a
Yeah,
phone
I'm
call.
sure she'll be back. I'm gonna get on her about not putting her phone on Do Not
No,
Disturb.
that is.
But
Right, she's fat.
can you
Wait.
imagine?
Okay,
Okay, did you put your phone on Do Not Disturb?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. So, so Writing Yogi's asking, is it snippets of her career, or is it pretty much whole leading up and everything that Christy Martin went through?
Yeah, so it's covering the whole story. There's a lead up to, of course, before that fight, things that she went through in her personal life. It covers a lot of her backstory, her background. Yeah.
I want to know about the fight scenes. Like, how did y'all do those? Like, did you hit somebody? Did they hit you? Like, what was that about?
Well, I definitely got hit, but
Oh, that's
Damn.
I mean, things happen. You try to do the best you can, but things happen. So I had a lot of rehearsals to do before, and they took me through. We had I don't want to go into too much
Yeah,
detail,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
we had rehearsals for it and went over it and everything of what they were expecting and what they wanted. But I will say there was I'm not sure if they caught that or if they put it in there or not, but I will say I did get hit in the throat. I will I will say that.
So,
So
so that was
I
by
mean
Sweeney. Sweeney hit you in the throat.
she did. We laughed about it, but when it happened, we just kept going. So
Okay, so I have a question because you said that you just going after she hit you, so she doesn't really hit hard.
she hit me in the throat. Any punch to the throat is gonna
that's good.
hurt.
But you kept going. But you said you're going.
Huh? Yeah, I
But
kept
you
going. Yeah.
said
I think being a actual boxer probably helped out in that moment, because
absolutely.
take hits, so I think it happened. I was aware, but I just kept going. So
So that's crazy. So y'all were like standing in front of each other. Y'all were actually like throwing punches together.
we
And
were at a
do you have like
very, very
yeah?
high pace. I will say high pace, yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
wow.
And
Like a
at first I was
camera.
a little afraid because of course she's smaller than me, and of course like in real life Chrissy Martin and Layla Ali had a huge significant size difference.
Yes,
So
they.
that's what made it perfect because I was a lot bigger than her. But I became comfortable. We did it over and over for hours, so I became comfortable. So yeah.
That
Oh,
is
this is gonna
that.
be great. Who can say that their first movie role was featuring Layla Ali? Like seriously,
Exactly.
Yeah.
that's a great
I
resume you're already starting off with.
Like,
yeah, I think that was the part I was nervous about because, I just wanted to play her well and I wanted to represent her well. So,
oh, we
but
gotta.
Right.
it was I think it's the fact that I was given a role of what I do anyway. And
Yeah.
I think that's why I was so comfortable because I knew there was nothing I was going to be asked to do that I'm not used to
Okay.
doing. But of
Yeah.
course, in a movie, of course, it's very different than actually like being in the ring
Oh
competing.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have let her hit you in the throat. I'm just saying.
I
I'm
mean,
just
she's a
saying.
lot shorter, so I see how that happened.
Right, right.
But yeah.
So we got a ding, 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 Nika,
Ding ding ding
and they
ding.
talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
you.
reading it. So I don't have my glasses on, but it's thank you. AI meets NI music. Naomi Graham, movie star in the house. How do you condition your throat to take a shot? Okay, that sounds like freaky. Freaky, I'm just
Oh
saying.
Lord,
And
why?
P.S. got to see like a fine.
I
You know what?
mean, I guess when you like, we have there's a way. I mean, there's no way to condition that, but you have things that you put around your head, and you can put a weight to it, and but there's nothing that's going to prepare you for a throat punch. I'm sorry,
Right.
like, yeah.
So, do you want to do more acting roles where you like more like drama and playing, or like, are you okay with this action stuff you've been doing?
I want action. I
Yo,
want action.
okay,
Yes.
all right.
I actually fell in love with even the stunt aspect of it because I saw how the stunt doubles and how they perform, and then even afterwards, I went on some of their pages and I saw how they created stuff, and I kind of fell in love with that also. So I was like, I would love to do that also.
Maybe,
Wow.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, the first role that you had was like the best thing you
that's
put on your
the
resume.
bar is like up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like it's doing very well from what I've been seeing
That is so good.
from
I
the
can't
from the
wait till it
premiere.
comes out.
Yeah, from the premiere and everything. And I plan to when it comes out, I plan to be in West Virginia over there with Christy Martin and Sydney Sweeney.
That'll be
So,
so great.
because I was
That'll
trying
be
to
so
decide where I
awesome.
was gonna be when I watched it, you know, and I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna go there. It
Yeah,
makes sense.
they probably want your manager there too. So
Oh,
just let me know. Let me know. And I got you. But you seriously though, like after this, like you need to be like a superhero or like a Marvel. You know what I'm saying?
That would
Because
be
the
great to
bar
do
is
it like
high.
a Marvel movie. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
yes.
I fell in love with like stunt, like the stunt people and like fighting scenes and stuff like that. Not necessarily boxing, but I would love to do like fighting scenes, like swords and all of that. I would love that. So
I
I
mean,
think I
Ann
would be
Wolf
more of an
did it.
action, huh?
Ann Wolf did it. And she's another
Yeah,
one of
she
your
did.
heroes.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she did. No, that would be so great. Aside, okay, so we talked about your new acting, like, that you added to your, resume. So let's talk about your boxing. So talk to us about where you're at and where you're going.
As far as my plans for to continue
Yes.
with amateur,
Yeah.
well, so my plans is to push to qualify for 2028. Is where I am. I've never really had the passion to go pro. My passion has always been with the Olympics. So I
Hmm.
think that would probably be it for me.
Yeah.
Going for 2028.
You
That
know
sounds
what?
good.
I don't know if like the other Olympians that we spoke with, like if we ask them that, because I don't know, I do most of them want to go pro, or is that just like, do you know
Mostly, yeah. I'm one of the few that
that don't
don't.
want?
You don't really hear a boxer say they don't really want to go pro.
Yeah, that's how.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Christina Cruz was the only other one that said that they didn't care about going pro. But other than her, you're the
Oh
only one
yeah.
we've talked to.
Yeah, I was on the team with her also. Yeah.
Yeah.
wow, that's interesting. I thought they mostly all look like the, because that's like, you know, I feel like that's the step that you go into the pros, but that's
Well,
interesting.
Well,
Pro.
well, before boxing, I also had the passion of like being a backup dancer, model, and going into like the acting side of it.
Okay.
So,
So you could dance.
boxing came first. So it's kind of opening doors for those things for me.
Okay. So you
So
could dance?
yes.
Oh, because
well, I mean,
I was on a dance team.
Ooh,
So I mean, I was on a dance team, on a dance squad in high school. I was dancer of the year. I don't want to keep my own
okay.
home, but too.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah,
but
I like
I
this.
have a love for dance. Yeah.
I like this because Naomi and Nika can be my backup dancers when I drop my mixtape.
Okay,
I
I'm
like
down.
this.
I'm
I like
down.
this. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. We're definitely gonna talk. So obviously your plans are to be in 2028,
Hmm.
and then until then, maybe do some acting gigs. And I don't know if anyone knows, you were also in the service.
Yes.
And
Yes.
thank you for your
thank you.
service.
Yeah,
Of
thank you.
Yes,
course, not a problem at all.
absolutely, absolutely. So you're pretty busy. What does your day look like?
Whew, you just, oh man, okay.
Yeah, for real.
So I mean, it honestly it's never the same. It's wherever I'm needed and whatever is asked of me. Of course, in between there's camps, competitions. That takes up a lot of the calendar, to be honest. But other than that, I'm also helping soldiers and also doing things on the army side as well. Because I'm also a
Mm,
leader as well in the army. So, I'm showing leadership on both sides, So yeah.
But
that's
I got a question
awesome.
for you. Um, let's say they're making a movie about your life. Who right
Mm,
now as an actress would you pick to play you?
that's a good
That's
question.
I don't know. I haven't thought of that. But my movie would be very interesting. I tell you that.
It would be action packed. It would. So
Yes. My life
dancing.
has had a lot of twists and turns. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be a really, really good movie. It would. So, before we let you go, I need to ask you, whenever you heard that Terrence Crawford and Canelo were going to face each other, who did
Hmm.
you pick?
Oh, I knew Crawford was winning. I knew. I'm sorry. No one could convince me otherwise. I have watched him for a while now. He actually comes to my gym a lot. Gives me a lot of advice. He's watched my sparring, and told me some things that he think I should work on and some things he thinks I'm really good at. And then I sit back when I'm done and I'll sit and just watch him train. And I was like, yeah, I just don't see anybody beating him. I was taking all bets. Taking all bets.
How I feel about you in the amateurs. Like there's nobody that's gonna beat you that I've seen. I feel the same way about you in that aspect.
Yeah, I mean, so I just recently went to Worlds and I placed top 8, but I look at it as I did have a couple setbacks. You know, I'm never excuse driven. I had a couple setbacks, but I feel like now I am back where I was, and I'm just excited for the way ahead because I know I'm coming. So,
That's
yeah.
awesome. Nika, you have anything else before she gives everybody her Instagram and everything else?
No, I'm just excited to see this movie. I'm like, because I see her personality here. So I'm so curious to see how it's going to play. Yeah, and this is your first role.
Yeah, it was definitely different because, I mean, I couldn't be how I am when I'm in the ring. So, yeah.
I'm curious to see, since this is your first role, how it's going to like be displayed. And so, congratulations. That's a great thing.
Thank you.
Huge.
And I'm also excited to see how they put it together also because, I mean, when you're shooting, like it's like 3 different angles and, you know, so you never know how they're going to piece it together and everything. Yeah. So I was mostly there doing my stuff, but I didn't get to see everybody else. I sat in on a few other scenes that I wasn't in, but I didn't see how the whole movie was. So I'm excited too to see how it turns out.
That's awesome.
I can't wait. Hey, we're gonna be in the theaters November 7th.
Yes.
Christy Martin story. We're gonna be there. We're gonna see Layla Ali in there in action.
Yes.
And before we let you go, tell everybody where they can follow you and follow your road to 2028 Olympics.
Yes. So my IG is Naomi.Graham1 and just Naomi Graham if you I don't think people really use Facebook like that, but Facebook. But that's the only 2 things I'm on right now.
Yeah, I told her she needs to get on Twitter, but not.
That might, you know what? Twitter is a madhouse, but if you want to stir up a fight for yourself, you can definitely go on Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are the only 2 I have right now, but I guess I could get one.
Yeah, might as well. Naomi, thank you so much. You know, I love you. I appreciate you. And I can't wait to see the movie, and we will talk soon. Thank you so much for spending time with us tonight.
Of course. And thank you for having me once again. Look forward to coming back again.
Yeah, duh.
Okay.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
We have Malachi already here too.
Okay, awesome.
We're looking ready. Here we go. Keeping them rolling.
How you doing, Coach? How you doing?
Doing well. This is my girl Nika. She does a show with me.
How you doing?
And
how you doing?
We're so happy to have you tonight.
That's a pretty cool logo. I like this logo that you have for your name.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
It is. So, you know, we've got some folks in the chat, and maybe they never heard of you before. I don't know how. I mean, 6-time national champ on the road to 2028. Introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are.
My name is Malachi Georges. My nickname is the Messenger. Excuse me. I've been boxing for about five years and some change now. 6-time national champ. Team USA boxing elite male fighter. I'm on the team. I just recently came back from the World Championships in Liverpool. Did pretty decent. You know, I feel like could did better. You know, it's things to work on, but you know, I made it top 8 in the tournament. Just more growing to do. I feel like I'm growing extremely fast. So you know, everything that's been happening, everything happened so fast. So all the national titles that got happened within a short amount of time and stuff like that. So you know, I'm getting there. Just keep continuously working, continuously pushing. You know, big things coming in the future. So just you know, keep an eye out and just remember my name.
Absolutely.
Okay. Your nickname is the Messenger. Wait. You said the nickname is the Messenger.
Yes.
What's the story behind that?
Oh, so my parents they got my name from the Bible, and my name Malachi means God's messenger. So yeah.
I just
Oh,
love
I
you.
love it.
I was thinking, you
Yeah.
see, I'm a bad influence. I was thinking something, something completely
No, actually, you're good because you always have these catchphrases and catch stuff. What were
different.
you thinking?
The messenger, he came to whip ass, and his fist was telling the story. His fist was telling the story. This is a message I came to deliver, and here you go.
It
But you
could
know
be
what?
that. It could be
Your
that too.
story,
It could
girl.
be that
But your
too. It
story
could
is
be
much
that
more
too.
wholesome. I like it.
I like that, Nika. You always come up with the good stuff. Malachi, so tell us what weight class and hometown. Somebody's asking about your hometown and
Oh,
weight class.
so I'm in Teaneck, New Jersey. Yeah.
Up north. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. My weight class 198 pounds, or like I don't know who's watching, 90 kg for those
Yeah.
who international people don't use American units,
I
but
know we're the only
yeah.
ones that don't use the kg, the United States.
Yeah. Yeah, traveling internationally to different tournaments, I start realizing like nobody understands when you say
Pounds.
like, oh, I'm gonna run 5 miles, or
Yeah. And
yeah, like they
you're
use
like, oh,
completely
I'm
different.
98. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
198. Yeah. No, it's
Hmm.
true. It's true. They don't get it. So you had mentioned, and we had Naomi Graham on early, and she said the same thing because the Christy Martin movie, and so she was promoting that. But she said she made top 8 too at Worlds. Tell us what that means.
So top eight is basically like once you make it to any of the final bouts, quarterfinals, semifinal, finals. That's the top eight. Anything else before that is prelims.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And so what does that mean as far as and some people in the audience don't know, but some will. As far as making the team when nationals come in December, what does that mean for you? So I'll just say real quick. So in December, they have our national tournament, and then there's selection after that for who's going to be on the team and yada yada. So being in the top 8, what does that mean for you as far as nationals in December?
So making it to the top eight would mean that you wouldn't have to necessarily fight in December. You would
Mhm.
just go to selection camp, and you and whoever else made it to the finals or won the finals, so on and so forth, would compete for the spot and whatnot, and they'll go from there. So
Yeah,
that's what that means.
Got the
Yeah.
golden ticket, sort of kind of.
Ba-
yeah.
Right?
basically, yeah. But get within that range of fighters, yeah, you get that point.
And like to break it down, like being top 8, like in the world, like that is huge. That's
Mhm.
huge.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
And
not easy, but yeah.
no, it's not easy. And
I don't know how
and
humble I
you're
would be if I
young.
top 8 in the world. I don't know how humble I would be. The message that I would be delivering would be like, oh, top 8 in the world, like
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. What are your so we know your short-term plans are going to be obviously, going back to Team USA 28. And I know that you're really focused and you're doing everything you can in training, fixing things that you thought weren't going well for you. As far as like your long-term plan, what is your book going to read?
Um, just be the best to step in the ring. I have my respective weight classes and what I do, and just be an overall legend just be a legend in the sport, and
I like
leave my
that.
mark, leave my mark in the sport behind, as and a great legacy as who I am. It's a name to be remembered. It could be a household name, whatever. But my whole thing is I know I can get to that point because I'll forever continue to be a student. You know what I mean? Just keep learning, just learning at all levels. So
Absolutely. And I just have to
yeah.
say, like, I was blessed enough to, spend a bit of time with you in Colorado. And guys, he is so humble, he's so talented, great personality in and out of the ring. So I have to just say that you're definitely gonna make it far,
but
by
Thank you,
the
thank
way
you
you.
that you
all
are.
your I think all your students are very, none of them give you any issues, Christy.
Everybody's
None of them.
great.
So that's a
Everybody's
good
been
thing.
great. Seriously. I was going to ask you this next, but Daniel said, who are your favorite fighters?
Fair fighters. So that are currently fighting right now. I'll name. I'll give you three. I'll give you
Okay.
three. I'll give you three. I got Shakur Stevenson,
You from
Jerron Boots Ennis, and Terrence Bud Crawford.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Right. Did you learn? Have you learned any other languages, like traveling the world with Team USA?
I've only attempted to learn one a little bit, and that was Portuguese. That was the only one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's really good. So you
Yeah.
had, you mentioned your three favorite fighters. So
Yeah.
can you give me three female fighters that you like?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Alicia Baumgartner, Shadeja Green, and I like Sky Nicholson too. She's good.
Even though
Yeah.
Tierra beat her?
Yeah. I
Still,
don't
still,
know about
still.
that last one.
I'm
I don't
teasing
know about that last one. I'm sorry,
you.
buddy. I
I'm
don't like that
teasing
message. I don't like that message.
She a good southpaw. She good.
No, she is.
I
No,
like how
she's
she
no,
fight.
she is.
Yeah.
She is. She is good. And
Yeah.
so what you said she's a good southpaw. What is your style? Orthodox
Um.
southpaw, are you a switch hitter?
Right now it's still get. I would like to say it's still getting put together. I feel like I can still add things to it. Some from time to time I'll put switches in here and there, but I'm still putting it together.
Yeah.
It's nothing solidified yet. Nothing
Right.
solidified yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody said you must have met a fine Portuguese woman. Woman too. Because you said, "There's only
Teaching
one
your
I've attempted to learn."
language.
Yeah, nah. I like the trip out there. I learned it because we went to Brazil, so I wanted to use it amongst like in public and traveling or buying, selling things. So I wanted to see how it was.
I like that. Do you respect the culture and the language and enough to be willing to learn? I think that's great.
Yeah,
LZ up said Mike or Floyd though.
my,
Mike Tyson or Floyd? Money.
Floyd
Floyd. Okay, Floyd.
easily.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. I mean, well, I don't know other people's viewpoints on boxing, but for me that would be a no-brainer. It's easily Floyd, but you know.
Yeah. Daniel's from Australia, so he said an Aussie girl in his top three. Okay, come and visit. Oh, Chevy's being messy.
I'm gonna read it out loud. Tiara, whoop that. Get her, whoop.
Nah, Tierra did her
Talking
thing
fast.
though.
We're not playing nice around here. She was doing the most. Fuck that. Sorry,
I
sorry. Yeah, I felt that. Because she was doing a lot. But I'm very surprised she's in your top three. But that's your opinion. That's your list. I cannot forget your list.
No,
yeah.
that's good. So who do you feel like if you had to describe your style, how would you describe your style to somebody that has never seen you box?
Uh, I said like a boxer puncher. Definitely like a boxer puncher. I got a lot of power, a lot of speed, athleticism.
Yeah.
I'm also tall. So, I bring a lot of different things to the table.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with that. I do agree
Are
with
you a
that.
big
That's
social
good.
media person or like? Because
Um,
boxes nowadays, you have to kind of be or have that in your back pocket to kind of be good on social media.
yeah, I mean, I got a decent following on TikTok and Instagram. It's not too bad.
That's
So,
Yeah.
good.
so do you talk any kind of trash or no?
Um,
No.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say outright like straight just
Yeah,
like
none of
you know
our
what I
ladies
mean,
do.
but
I'm trying to find one that does.
yeah.
That's
But no,
okay. I'm sure in the
but that's
right
okay.
environment and climate, if you had to, you would. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
AI
Because
meets
if you're from
NI
Jersey,
music. Yeah.
because if you're from Jersey, I feel like you kind of have that in you. Like, come on.
Uh,
You're from up
I,
north. You have to have
I'm
some shit talking in you.
like the slightest bit, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking how tall you are.
6'3".
Oh, and you're really tall for sure.
Tall. He is tall. So, Nika, before we let him go and he tells us all his social media and everything else, any last questions?
Well, because we just had Naomi on here, and she said that her like her stopping point was gonna be at Olympics, but she didn't want to go pro. But like, what is your goals after you're done with the Olympics and stuff like that?
Start my pro career, and
Yeah, that's the next one.
it's a clean slate from there. You starting from the bottom once you start that. It's because pros and amateurs are two completely different worlds. The things that you do in the amateurs, you don't do those things in the pros, and vice versa. So,
Is there a
I'm
fighter now that you see in the pros that you think to yourself, I could get him up out of there?
absolutely the champion at my weight class at the moment. Yeah.
Can we get some names or no?
She's trying to get you to talk shit, Malachi.
Ah.
All right, I tried.
So
but
Very nice.
yeah. Say it
things
again.
change, and we're gonna look back and we're gonna say things changed or whatever. But right now, the first promoter that comes to mind that you would love to take a look at you and sign with, just now, it could change in a year. What's the first name that comes to your mind?
Eddie.
Okay, Eddie. That's good.
He likes the Team USA.
I met him before, so I had some
He's a
good
cool dude.
experiences with him. So that was first to come to mind. I had a good personal experience with him, which is why I would say,
Yeah, I like
yeah,
Eddie too. I like Eddie too.
yeah,
I've been able to be around him a few times, and he's a good guy. I like him too. I do.
yeah.
So that's a good choice. So let us know, let everybody know where they can follow you, they can watch your path and follow you on your journey to 2028.
Okay, well, you can find my Instagram is my name, Malachi Georges. I got it down there, my name, Malachi Georges, and then my TikTok will be Malachi __ the messenger or messenger. Either if you just search my name up, it'll pop up, you'll see it.
Only
And
the one and only, the one and only.
yeah, yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on, and you have to come on again, especially, hey, once you make the Olympics, don't forget about us little people. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I want. I appreciate y'all, especially you, Coach. I had great experiences with you. You were there for my first
Yeah,
few experiences of training camp up there in Colorado, so I
yeah,
appreciate you for that. And
appreciate
I'm
you.
not. You part of my story, so I can't forget you now. Yeah.
That's so cute.
Thank you. You're so amazing. And my girl's going to off-season camp. Take care of her now. Alexis.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Okay, keep me posted. Well, you have a
Yes,
good
sir.
night,
Yes,
darling.
ma'am.
We'll talk soon.
Nice
All
meeting
right, all
you.
right. Thank you. Nice meeting
Okay,
you. Thank you
good
for having me
night.
on. All right.
They're all so sweet, Christy.
Right.
I'm trying to find one. I'm trying to find one that be like, you know what?
Right.
Yeah, I taught that
Talk
shit.
some
Yeah, I
shit.
taught that shit. Who want it? Who want it?
I
They're
know.
all
He's
so sweet.
great. Like,
All so sweet.
you know how you have like the one, they're just like, oh, he's just so, I always loved him. He was so great. You know, I was so blessed to be able to work with some of these great athletes, you know. And I just love to see them blossom and grow. Oh my gosh, my life is like
I
a,
need the Olympian shit talker.
yeah, I know, right? We do.
All of
We
them
do.
are so nice. Every last one
Okay,
of them.
well, we're gonna find one. We're gonna find
Yeah.
one. We're definitely gonna find
Or
one.
they need like a boot camp with me for like a week, and then they'll become an official shit talker.
No, seriously, they
But I
really
guess
do.
when you're doing the Olympics, they can't really talk trash in there, like stuff like that. Like, they're
Yeah,
supposed to
I
be
mean, you know,
representing the
even
USA, so
even whenever like I was with Team USA, it's like even on Twitter, some people would be just like talk, and I'm just like, oh, it's like I wanted to
you want
say
to say
something
stuff.
so
Yeah,
bad.
so bad.
But
I
then
said
people would be like, "Oh, she's with Team USA, and she said this and that," you know. So
that's what
they
they
do.
would say things to provoke you to say something, but then if you say something, be like, oh, she's so unprofessional. She works USA, like you know. Because I remember one booger did that. I remember one booger brought that up, and I'm not even gonna say their name, but he said something about Team USA, and it's just like, you've been talking so much shit, and she said one thing, and now you want to like
that's the thing. They have PR training, once they get up there, and there's certain things that they just can't say or whatever. So, oh, do we have our third guest on?
We have a Mr.
Coach
I'm not having a time.
Bermudez.
Bermudez. All right.
Coach Hector.
Hey, how she gonna have me on?
I don't know. You know what? Because my Yankees are losing. That's why. Oh my God, I'm in a bad mood right now.
Yo.
The Yankees are losing.
How y'all got my coach got a haircut and he ain't never doing this? Hey, hold on. Let me get you right. What y'all doing, my coach?
How you doing?
How you doing? I'm good. How you doing?
Everybody know Kurt Scooby, right?
Yeah. Yes. We need to have you on the show too.
You got him on now.
Yeah, let's get it going.
What is it? Woman Crushing Wednesday?
Yeah. Today's Wednesday.
All right, let's
we
get to it.
Heard about us.
Let's get to it. All this nice chat. Nah. Let's get to it. Let's bring it up.
I gotta get my energy up because the Yankees are losing. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta. Coach, it is such an honor to have both of y'all on. Like for real. I just have to tell you. So like, my girl Alexis. Her favorite boxer is Rohan. Sorry, but and my sons too. And they've been talking about him and you, and oh my God! And then here you are. So I appreciate you taking your time out.
Well, I'm in a big Dominican group chat, a boxing group chat. So he's definitely a big name in there. I know you know boxing, Broadway Joel. So you don't know Broadway Joel?
Yes. I don't know who you're talking to.
You were on his show.
Broadway Joel.
You were on his show.
He represents Palenco all the time.
Broadway. Who the fuck don't know Broadway? Everybody know Broadway.
Okay, I'm just like,
funny.
You know Broadway Joel.
Funny.
You could possibly talking to me. I'm on his show every other week.
He's like, Palenco's a big Dominican boxer, so he's always like, there's always speaking about him in there. So.
Christine, how you doing? How's everything?
I am doing well. I'm doing very, very well.
How's the cut? I know you're inspired to be a cut woman, right?
Yeah, I've been a cut woman. For years.
Is it cut man for you too, or cut?
I mean,
the name is cut man.
No, the name is cut man. But whenever I go to like work cuts, people are like, "Oh, who's your cut man?" And I'm like, "Me." They're like, "Okay, but what do you do?" And I'm like, "Okay, cut woman." So I've dealt with that before. So anytime your cut person, we'll say cut person, can't show up, give me a call. Good, trust me.
You all right? You know what medicine you use?
Well, I use I use adrenaline, but I started using the new
why do I get the distinct feeling that homegirl don't have a clue what we talking about?
I'm not talking about cuts and adrenaline. Like I know.
Okay, all right. I don't know where you're not. All right.
Answer your question, man. Nobody is.
I know you had a blank look on your face. Like what the fuck?
I'm actually keeping up with the score for the Yankees because if we lose tonight, we're out of it.
That's our team. Yeah. So y'all are losing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 4-1.
But no, I love. So I'm a mom. So I had kind of been thrown into it like 10 years ago. Fixing cuts, cleaning boogers. Somebody got in a bind. They needed a cut woman, and I just had to like learn on the fly. So I do that too. But my big hat is coach.
Nice.
Boxing coach.
How many fighters you got?
Well, I have mostly amateurs. I had one world champion. But right now I have probably about that are competing 10. But I'm not at your level.
Amateur world champion or a world champion and professional?
I had a world champion.
A world champion.
Yes.
The professional or world champion amateur?
Professional.
Yeah, professional.
Okay, who's that?
Yeah, Sharetta Metcalf.
The chicken girl?
Metcalf. Yes.
Yeah, I saw her when she won the title.
And yeah. Yes. And when she won the title, yes, was there. Yes.
Good work. Good work.
Yes.
He made you run down your resume.
He's like, how many fighters you have?
And
What
how's the
are
amateur
you
fighters
doing?
doing?
What
How's
kind
the
of stuff you
amateurs
use?
doing? How your amateur fighters doing?
The amateurs are great. My girl, she just got invited to Colorado. The national team off season in November. I got another one coming up. We're going to nationals in December, and there's going to be a couple more that are going up there. Yes, Hasio Samuelson. Yeah, Samuel Clarkson was also one of my guys. But that's when I was like thrown in there. I don't know if you remember him, Samuel Clarkson. He was fighting all the top guys, and that's when I got thrown in there to work cuts. So you just have to adjust. You just have to do what you do.
And where you from?
I'm from Texas.
Oh,
Can you tell?
you got a little country in the accent, yeah.
I was gonna say, can you tell from the accent? See, I don't think I have an accent, but everybody tells me I do.
No,
But
you definitely do.
Live in Dallas. So all country over there.
Dallas. So why y'all say no? Dallas. Yeah, I'm from Dallas. Yeah, we there's a bunch of Bob over here in Texas. It's
So do you
really
visit other gyms? What part of Texas you said
so
Dallas?
I'm Dallas.
Oh,
I was
who's
in
there?
Austin, but I'm in Dallas, Texas.
Where's Ronnie Shields at?
Ronnie Shields is in Houston. So he's about 6 hours from me.
Oh no, you ain't going there yet.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I mean, we go, we travel around, we spar, we do you need to do whatever, but yeah.
So how do you feel when you have your fight? Because you said something about one of your fighters are being invited to Colorado,
Yes.
and that's the Olympic
My girl,
Center.
Alexis Proctor.
So how do you feel about that? You training her, and then she goes train with someone else.
So I understand how some coaches feel because you bring them up, you get them to that level, and then they go there. But I was also on the national team 6 years. I went to both Olympics. I went to Paris and I went to Tokyo Olympics, on the team as a coach. So I've been on both ends. I've been grassroots and then I've been there with the national team. So when I was grassroots, I was like, I didn't like it because it's like, you cultivate and you do what you need to do, and then they get sent off somewhere else. But then I understood when I got there, that's the only way that they can get to that next level that they want to go to with the Olympics. And you get a lot of experience going internationally that I personally couldn't take my guys because, who can afford it? I mean, maybe you can, but I couldn't. So it was like international experience and then being able to get to the higher levels and things like that. So I understood that,
As far as a coach, when they come back, do you find yourself fixing anything, like any bad habits or?
Yeah, it just really depends. Like, it just depends. Like, sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. I mean, let's just be honest. Like, you train them a certain way to do certain things, and then somebody sees a flaw that they feel like is a flaw or that doesn't help them, and then they get used to that, and then they come back because everything's muscle memory and you're doing the same thing over and over again. So sometimes, yes, that is true.
You be like, forget all that shit they we get back to what we used to do, okay?
No, but it's just like it's just part of it. And I know you don't, have to deal with that. You have an amazing stable. And I want you to talk to me about that stable. Like, you have some of the top, up and coming prospects, champions. What do you do when they go somewhere, if that happens to you, and then they come back and you're like, what are you doing? How do you fix that? Because I need advice too.
Yeah, because
So I trained her.
interviewing you.
I don't know what she said, so
She said, dang, he's interviewing you. Jeez.
Daniel said he flipped the Chevy.
I got to know who I'm speaking to. Right?
Yes.
I don't know how much knowledge I'm gonna put forward. Right?
Got you.
But
I respect
Christine,
that.
you official though. You're official. If you
I respect that.
So I have one problem, right? Usually I get guys that's already pretty much into their careers.
Right.
Some of them, Rohan Polanco, I got, when he was amateur. But a lot of them I get when they're already pro. And what I find difficult is usually the amateur. I had this one guy named Carlos Gongora. He was a two-time Olympic kid, and man, it was very difficult to get that Olympic style boxing
Yeah, the
because
amateur.
so what he needed that to be able to be successful in the amateurs, but in the pros, the jumping around and all these want to do all
just
these
the long shots and
yeah, and then when you get to the 8th, 9th, 10th round, you gassed out. So it was hard, difficult for he wound up becoming a world champion, but it was difficult for him to adapt. But I learned from that. But usually my heart, what I feel about when, like how you feel when they come back to you, usually that's when they go home, because I have a training camp here. There's the fighters live upstairs, they train downstairs. They come to me when they have a fight coming up for camp.
Yeah, we have a couple like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so usually in between fights is what messes everything up. They home, they partying, and then they come back and but someone like there's a few fighters that I have, like someone like Rohan Polanco. I kind of like strong armed him and made him stay with me 24/7.
I like that.
The fighters are always bothering me. Oh yeah.
Let me read this message real quick from Mark Nash. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to our favorite girls and the queens of this boxing thing. 10 people, please match my donation to support the show. That's a great
thank you,
comment
Mark.
right there, Mark. We appreciate you.
Hey, you guys doing good with the super chat. Usually these people are cheap, man. They don't never. Super chats coming, man. So speaking of the amateurs, right here, there's a kid here that was a 2020 Olympian.
Okay.
His name is so everybody in the chat. I don't know how many people are here, but do me a favor and follow this kid. This kid is pretty awesome. He's 6-0 as a professional now. His name is Rodrigo Marte.
Rodrigo.
Okay.
Relax,
2020 Tokyo was there.
He was there.
Yeah.
So
COVID time.
He's fighting. Scooby also fighting November. November 8th.
Okay.
I got a lot of dates in mind, so I don't remember everybody's fights. But he was, he's awesome to watch. He's still right now. It's difficult. I'm trying to get him to sit down on his punches. He wants to just touch the target versus punching through the targets. So I want everybody, if everybody could follow him on Instagram, Rodrigo Marte.
Absolutely. Everybody give him a follow.
I have another kid here, Junior Alcantara. Come over here. Say hi.
Hi, Junior.
You know Spanish, Christine?
I do. Nika knows it better than I do, but I do. I understand and I can definitely converse.
Rodrigo Marte, right?
Yeah, Rodrigo Marte. You get to Instagram.
I got that Tex-Mex.
Rodrigo Marte. El nombre, así, mismo.
That's
so
good.
He said, I thought I heard him say his Instagram is the same as his
Rodrigo Marte. Okay.
I think there's a number. ¿Qué número está?
3154. Rodrigo Marte.
Rodrigo Marte dot
3154.
3154.
Okay. Yes. Everybody give him a follow. I'm gonna follow too. We're gonna highlight these guys.
And this guy is also, this other kid is very special. This kid here is Junior Alcantara. Follow him too. He's a bronze medalist in the last Olympics.
Yeah. In Paris.
Yeah, he was in Paris. He won the gold in. Well, both of them won gold in Pan American Games.
Mm-hmm.
They're special. They're gonna have a bright future.
So let me ask you this, and this is for me. I don't know if they're going to get it or not, but this is totally for me. So I've got my ideas about, when these guys come and they've been in the amateur program for a long time, they're growing pro, and, we slow everything down. We slow their feet down. We're more mid-range, close distance, fewer shots, so setting things up. What are some of the things that you do just to get them to calm down a little bit?
So a good tip for you is you have to name everything you do.
Okay.
Right. So even if you're gonna slip left, tell me you're slipping left. If you're gonna slip right, if you're stepping left, right, and how are you stepping? Are you bladed position? So we're walking, we're stepping left, or we're stepping right. If we're gonna gallop left or gallop right, or if we're gonna, L step out or triangle step out or lateral movement. So all of those are, they're a system that you could get into. Now, if you do something outside of that, you're like, what is that called?
Right.
And if you're doing something outside that you can't name, like you're breaking your base, you're bringing your feet close together. So then let me get a couple push-ups for your
Got you. Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah,
I do that with the push-ups for sure.
So, there's always the consequences to everything, huh?
Absolutely. And let me ask you this. And again, like this chat, I love y'all, but I want information. So my thing is, whenever I'm working with my guys, whether they're pros or amateurs, I believe, look at Chevy Red. My girl.
Ding. Love to see the ladies doing their thing. Shout out to Coach Hector and fighters for supporting. Side note, that beard looking like sliding my DM.
Oh, you got okay. That's for you. But something that a lot of old school coaches they're always preaching is, you got to set everything up with a feint or a jab, and I get it. Like, I get it. You got to do that. But I always tell my guys, you can throw your backhand from anywhere. You can throw it from any angle. And I really practice that, like on the exit, whether you're stepping right, stepping left, you straight in front, kind of getting people off their game. They're expecting the feint. They're expecting the jab. What do you think about that?
Hold on, you switched on me. Are we still talking about how you break somebody's habit, or are you going to something else?
Yeah, no, I went to something else. I'm sorry. So old school coaches, they're like, you have to lead with a feint, with a jab. And I think that's good. That's great. But I also teach my girls that you can also lead with your backhand, and you can hit from any angle. If you're at the right or the left, depending on where you're stepping, where they're stepping straight down there, to kind of break up the momentum and the cycle that they're expecting. What are your thoughts on leading with a backhand? If you're orthodox, right hand. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I don't know if that's why wouldn't that be right? I don't understand what.
No, see that's what I'm saying. But I get a lot of people saying, like, no, like you got.
You set the table before you eat, right? So
yes,
setting the table don't necessarily have to be with a jab or your lead hand or a feint.
right.
The disposition of a feint. The disposition of a feint could come from stillness. That also could be a feint.
Yes,
I could have rhythm. I could be moving, and then I could stop.
yes,
and that right there is a different disposition, right?
Yeah, because they're ready. They're waiting.
Right. Or I could just like wherever, even if from here. So in boxing, Christine, you could do anything you want to do as long as you have a purpose.
Agree. Oh my God, thank you.
As long as you have a purpose of what I could throw a jab like this. There's nothing in the books that said you could do a jab like that. Right. Now, if his guard is here and all this is open, I might do a hammer jab and touch his forehead. Right, but that's not in conventional wisdom. Will tell you that you can't do that. Or that's not in the proper fundamental handbook. But as long as you have a purpose, you good. You do what you want. I mean, how can we disagree with Mayweather when he leaves with his?
That's
right.
True.
He leaves with his backhand, and then what does he do? He fall right into you on purpose.
Yep.
He pushes you on purpose. So someone would say, like, you can't fall off balance. You shouldn't fall off balance.
Yeah. It works. It works.
You're on the right track. You're on the right track, Christine.
Thank you.
Yogi, Yogi has a question for you. She says, it's an exciting time for Dominican boxers. Do you see Rohan Polanco making his mark globally?
Is she Dominican?
She's not Dominican, no.
I'm sorry to say, Dominican at the moment, they don't sell. You know who sells? Sell the Mexicans, Ireland, England, Puerto Ricans. Those people sell. But ironically, I see a lot of momentum going towards Rohan's way.
Yes.
And hopefully he could be the one to change that, because there's really, really good fighters coming out of the DR right now.
Yeah. I love it.
And the kid that I had here, he's a bronze medalist. He's Dominican.
No, there's a lot of talk about, Rohan. You hear it in circle. I mean, I hadn't seen him except for, I think like maybe it was a year ago or less than a year ago. My son's like, oh my God. Because he's training to be a coach. Oh yeah, he's young. He's 20. He'll be 21. He's doing so good. He's like, oh my God, Mom, you got to see this guy. Like he is like the shit. You got to see him. And then I was like, oh my God, yeah. But the circles are talking about him. Y'all are doing great work. I would love
for Dominican fighters to be big globally, because I'm Dominican. I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican, so it would be nice for Dominican fighters to get the shine that they deserve, because I know we do have great fighters. So absolutely one of them. So hopefully he can be that guy.
No, he's great. So I don't know. You talk some of the guys that have fights coming up, and we're talking about them, and we're talking about Rohan. Does he have?
She must have caught her heart. She said it twice. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Well, she said it twice. Yeah, she's yeah, Yogi's deep when it comes to this boxing. Her eyes are open. Both of them are open.
I don't know.
She knows.
You have to love him. You have to love him, because how I taught Rohan how to settle down, because you need a jitteriness and a pendulum. Yeah. You need that in amateur boxing, right?
Yeah, that hurts.
You just need to touch them just to win.
Yeah,
in
points.
Professional boxing, you have to sit down and try to hurt something. Mm-hmm. So Rohan is an awesome fighter. People love him because he comes forward. He's a counter puncher, but he comes forward. He boxes, but he boxes coming forward. It's not a brawler. He's not like squared up. Mike Tyson is side to side coming. No, he's boxing, but he's coming forward and trying to counter punch you, and that makes for exciting fights for the
fans. Absolutely, it does. So I know it all depends on who your fighter is, but is there something that you say, like in the corner? Let's say somebody had a bad round, or they're like, he hits hard, or like, I don't know, like my legs are gone. Is there something that you say to like get them right back up?
So one of my things that we do a lot of film study. So nothing really is going to surprise us. Anybody could get caught with that. Just I don't have a problem stopping the fight.
Yeah, I like that.
So nothing's going to really surprise us. So our game plan is our game plan. So the fight is about us, and even if things go wrong, we already prepare for things can go wrong. And this is what could go wrong. He's a mover. He got a good jab. Actually, let's talk about Rohan. I mean, I have other fighters besides Rohan Polanco, but interesting enough, everybody said, and he feels it. He's a baby. He's a monster in the ring. He talks his shit in the ring. He has fun, people, but he's a baby. At the end of the day, he's a baby. When he gets out of the ring, he's my baby. And and in the locker room, he'll cry.
Yeah.
It's just like he put so much into it.
Yes.
That when he just decompresses and he just comes down. A lot of fighters do it. A lot of fighters people don't know that though. People don't know that when it all settles down and the training camp is over, the fight is over and you win or whatever, it's just like it just all the emotion just rushes.
That is so true.
So in his last fight, he fought Quentin Randall. Quentin Randall was very, very difficult.
Yes.
Right.
He's so awkward, hard to gauge.
Yeah, his reaches of a heavyweight reach is crazy.
Yes.
He's tall. He knows his way around the ring, especially when you get into a survival mode. It's hard to crack that shell to get to him. If he fights you back, then maybe Rohan could have got him.
Yeah.
But Rohan started beating on him early, and then he went into a survival mode. So it was difficult for Rohan to get the stoppage. He wanted the stoppage. He tried his best the whole time he tried, and it was just difficult for him because Randall wasn't engaging.
Yep.
So what do how do I tell him in the back when he's like, I look bad, and I just told him, I was like, you unqualified to make these assessments, man. You're a fighter. You look to me to tell you if you look bad.
I like that.
I never lie to you because there's fights where he won and he knocked the guy out. I remember he knocked the guy in the second round. I was like, but you left your feet, right? Which it's okay if we mean to, but we didn't mean to, So I told him that. So I was like, no, you had to work on it. But in this case, like, no, you left your feet because the guy's long. You had to take some chances to get to him. And like, no, you're unqualified to make that assessment. You listen to me. You'll be all right.
I love that.
There's not another 147 that looks like this guy in the division.
There's not.
So. And one thing about looking bad, like Brian Norman is a world champion right now, and he got to where he got to because he looked bad in the Boca Chica fight. So sometimes when you look oh God, here come another fighter.
Somebody asked us like there's a full house who does the cooking in there.
Yeah. So sometimes when you look bad in fights, you get opportunities because the champions give you opportunity. If you look good. What's up, man? Hey, let me introduce y'all to somebody.
What's up, man?
What's that? What's
How
going
you
on?
doing?
You doing?
Hey.
Let the folks know who you are.
Okay, let me sit down. How are you? What y'all doing?
It's Women Crush It. What is it? Crushing It Wednesday.
Women Crushing It Wednesdays every Wednesday. I know you heard about us. I know you have.
I heard of Women Crush Wednesday. I just ain't saw the woman yet, but I see him now. Hey now.
This is the boxing talk right here. Women Crushing It Wednesdays every day.
What y'all know about boxing?
Well, I know a little something, but she knows a lot.
Something.
She's
you know a little something.
A little something.
She a cut woman. You get her for your next fight.
And coach. Okay. Yeah, I
okay.
can work with that.
Yeah, she wants you to do the coach.
Okay, that's his job now.
If you come to the corner, you're gonna be a cut woman, not no
cut
coach.
Woman. That's right. We're gonna change the name. Cut man, no, it's cut woman. We're gonna change it.
Oh, they say that you be shook when they see the ladies, and the hormones be raging in the camp.
Somebody said Rohan versus Tiger. What that mean? What's that question mark?
Oh, I guess maybe they're saying, is that a potential in the future, Rohan versus Tiger? Why not?
What you get out of that?
That's what I get out of it.
That's an easy fight.
It's an easy. Good Lord.
I'm just trying to start shit. Oh no.
And so everybody know Avius Griffin.
All right, let's put his name.
Everybody we need to give you a follow. What's your Instagram or whatever you have?
Avius Griffin, AVIOUS GRIFFIN. 17 1 16 knockouts, 147 pounds of pure steel, sex appeal.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You know what?
Okay.
Let me I like the way you was ready with the random.
He was ready.
Wait, how many pounds is sex appeal?
147 pounds. Sex appeal.
That's 147 at the weigh-in. That's the only time he see 147 at the weigh-in.
Right. Look at Chevy. What Chevy say? Chevy say relax.
November 14th.
Oh, he fighting an undercard of Tank and
We in Miami.
Okay,
Paul.
we're in Miami.
I'm in Miami.
I'm trying to get to that fight. I'm trying to get to that fight.
That's how they get the real fans out there. They put real boxing fights on the card.
Exactly.
But the main event is not really like.
It's my promoter now.
Yeah, I know. Well, I could talk the shit. You ain't got it, but I'm gonna say what I want. I'm say what I want.
I'm not saying nothing because I'm trying to get media. So
I'm just saying, that's how they get the real boxing fans to watch. They put actually really good undercards on the fights, So you end up tuning in, and you're like, well, I'm already watching it. I guess I'll just watch the main event. That's how they get you. So.
Hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Not saying that you're right. What's your name? Nino?
Nika. No.
Oh,
Nino. Mine's a
Nika.
What the I at?
It's Hispanic, Sorry, don't start asking questions about it. It's Nika. Pure. I don't want to say how many
Hispanic.
pounds.
Oh,
but
my bad.
I got a couple of pounds of sex appeal too. I'm not gonna say how many pounds, but it's probably in the same 147 area. Ooh.
I heard that.
Three numbers of sex appeal.
No, that's good. You got a whole house full of champions over there, Coach. And you know what? Like, honestly, I could talk boxing with you for freaking hours. Like, seriously. And I know everybody in the chat's like, okay, what y'all talking about? Whatever. But I love it. You are a wealth of knowledge. I'm trying to get on your level one day. But this has been such.
You're already there, man. Sometimes we just get lucky,
No.
So who are you fighting, ABS, on the undercard? You know your
Lord.
I think he signed a contract today. We think we fighting some guy named Justin Cordina or something.
Oh yeah, he's from California. He's a good kid. He's a good fighter.
Good. That's good. I like that.
Definitely be tuned in for that. The real boxing fans watching the real fights on the card.
Definitely gonna be tuned in. And I'm serious. One of y'all's cut men fall out. Hit me up.
Somebody earlier said there's a house full of people who does the cooking.
Who does the cooking?
Well, sometimes there's meal preps that comes in, especially when they got fights coming up, and when the date's not up, then they on their own. They got to cook there. There's a kitchen upstairs.
That's nice. That's nice. I like that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time they close? Ready to go spot. I'm up here in Massachusetts. This is my first time. Everybody look black like me, but they speak Spanish. And now they got me eating rice for 3 days straight.
I guess you better learn some Spanish.
You eat some. Have you even avocados?
I didn't know the beans supposed to go on the rice. You know what I'm saying? That was something new to me.
They got you eating avocados too?
Yeah, they eat avocados every day upstairs.
Yeah. But don't say it with that face. Say it a little bit happier.
Got some pink sauce, some olive oil on that whole something. Other than that, I don't know.
That's good eating right there. That's good eating. But Coach, before we let you go, any last words? And we got to get you back on, and we got to get all your champs on. We got to get them back on again, one by one. We do this every Wednesday. We usually have another female with us. We talk boxing. We know what we're talking about, and we love it. This is our thing for sure. Last words, Coach.
Oh well, my last word to you. Keep doing your thing. If I have an opportunity to involve you in anything.
Wow.
I definitely will.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. It really does. I appreciate you.
So we signing off.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Nika, any last words, Nika?
My heart is broken because I'm looking at the score and we are not going to win this game, so we're out of it.
But we're on a boxing podcast. You talking about baseball?
No, I don't care. I don't care. I love my Yankees. I'm not gonna let you come over here and tell me I can't talk about my Yankees.
Well, I'm from New York. I love the Yankees too.
Right? I'm from the Bronx, so I'm gonna. But we lost. They're already in the 9th inning, and it's 5-1. So we lost. So I know people are gonna start texting me, and I just want to tell those people: don't waste your time. Go drink some water, take a nap, mind your business. Don't bother me. Okay, the basketball season is starting, so my Knicks are gonna be, we're coming strong. But I want to thank everybody in the chat for tuning in with all the great comments and questions and the super chats. We appreciate y'all. And you know, I've been doing really good, not snapping on people. I've been really chill, you know. So I want to wish everybody a good night. And you have any final words, Christine?
I just want to say love you, everybody in the chat. We have the best chat. It was such an honor to have all of our guests. Naomi,
We had a nice
Malachi,
rotation going. We had 3
and
people.
Coach Hector. Oh my gosh! Like, let me pinch myself. I'm like, starstruck.
A lot of rotating guests tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Love you, girl. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Good night.
All right. Good night.